Hi everyone, welcome to Cola Teaches Math. So I'm going to go over cosecant, secant, and cotangent, which you need for a lot of upper level math courses. So come along and see how I figure this out. You need to know this for AP Calc. Okay, so say I want the cotangent of 2 pi over 3. You have to remember that cotangent is 1 over tan, okay? Secant is 1 over cosine, and cosecant is 1 over sine. Okay, so this is really going to help us. So if I can find the tangent of 2 pi over 3, then I can just flip it, and that's going to be equal to the cotangent, okay? They are reciprocals of one another, not inverses, reciprocals. All right, so watch how I do this. I do this in another video in detail on how to do the reference angles. I am going to just do it a little quickly here. So remember my trick. 180 divided by 3, because pi is 180, is 60, times 2 is 120. So we need to find the cotangent of 120. Draw yourself a quick little diagram, label, okay? And then you're going to find 120, which is right here, and it gives us a reference angle of 60. Now, all students take calculus because we have to figure out if tangent is positive or negative. Tangent is going to be negative, because remember my goal. If I could find the tangent of 120, then the cotangent is just the flip. So my goal is to find the tangent of 120. Okay, so now watch how I do this. So the tangent of 120 is going to be equal to negative, because we're in the second quadrant, of tangent of 60. However you remember the tangent of 60. Maybe you memorized it, maybe you looked at my other video. So look, I'm going to make my special right triangle, because this is what I like to teach. And then the tangent of 60 is going to be radical 3 over 1. So this is going to be equal to negative rad 3 over 1. So the tan of 120 is that, which means the cotangent is just going to be the flip. So let's flip-flop it. So the cotangent of 120 is going to be negative 1 over rad 3. You do not need to rationalize an AP Calc unless your teacher makes you. Watch me again for the next one, okay? So let's move this down. And if you're confused on my reference angles, go watch my other video. So here we go. My trick. Pi over 6. 180 divided by 6 is 30. 30 times 7 is 210. You have to be able to do that mental math for AP Calc. Other classes, you probably have a calculator. We would not have a calculator for this in my class. Okay, next. We know that secant is 1 over cosine. So if I can find the cosine of 210, then I can just flip it, and that's going to give me the secant of 210. So watch how I do this. You place 210 in its appropriate quadrant. It's right down here. You figure out how far away it is from 180, which is a reference angle of 30. Then you say all students take calculus. Cosine is negative. So the cosine of 210 is going to be equal to negative cosine of 30. Okay, let's find the cosine of 30. I already drew the triangle. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's rad 3 over 2, but it's going to be negative. But that's the cosine of 210. I want the secant, so now we're going to flip it. So now the secant of 210, when I flip it, is going to be negative 2 over rad 3. Okay? Make sure you familiarize yourself with these before you enter AP Calc.